Alright, so far I've done 2 of these ABA worst to best videos on the channel, and you guys seem to have liked them a lot. I did the first one on the greatest anime to ever exist, One Piece, and I did the second one on Bleach, which is actually coming back next October, which low-key got me pretty excited. It made me finally actually start watching Bleach this weekend, and it's pretty good so far. I'm going to keep y'all updated on that on my community page. So with that being said, the third ABA roster that we will be ranking from worst all the way to the best is the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure roster. I was actually waiting to put this video off until Jolyne got added, and I did, but then I kept getting caught up with other videos, school stuff, IRL stuff. So yeah, this video definitely coming out later, a little bit later than expected, but you know, that's alright. As usual, remember that this list is purely based off of 1v1s. It is my opinion, and this list was made as of December 19th, 2021. So things can change in the future when new characters get added, future buffs, nerfs are made, etc, etc. So without further ado, make sure to like the video, subscribe since we are on the road to 20k, and let me know which roster you guys want me to rank next. Let's get right into the video. Alright, coming in at number 11, we have Jonathan Joestar, the one and only main character of part 1 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Jonathan actually is a very solid character in ABA and a really good starter character. Definitely not the best starter, but he's solid. He also requires a bit of skill with his breathing mechanics, so he's probably not the easiest starter to pick up, but if you do have some experience and know how to use him, the breathing bar won't even be a drawback and will actually be more helpful to you since it gives a small amount of like passive HP regen once your bar is filled up. He obviously has this true one-shot combo in base, which is really easy to do if you get an M1, which is tough because he has fist M1s, or you can block break with his zoom punch, but zoom punch has a really small range and it also takes away some health from you. But if you do manage to block break with it, it is a free 100 to 0. His mode is basically a way better version of his base with sword M1s and a dash move similar to Onibi from Yamamoto's kit, which does about 40 damage. His barrage move in mode also is pretty much block breaks without any startups, so yeah, he's pretty broken in mode, but definitely still at the number 11 spot. Coming in at the number 10 spot, we have Dio Brando, the arch nemesis of the Joestar family and the main antagonist of part 3 in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. If you remember a little bit after Dio released along with the like 5 other characters from that update, he was probably the most broken character in the history of ABA. For a couple of days, the devs thought it would be okay to make not only his barrage be a true combo extender with no knockback, they also made Absorb have no end lag for Dio, which basically meant that the person you used it on still had end lag, but you didn't. So that was another combo extender. Time Shift had no knockback and further range and was obviously also a block break, so that was another combo extender. And Knives was a combo extender if you slammed down and then used it and then start up the M1 again. So that means that Prime Dio had 4 combo extenders in base. But now after all the busts he did, he only has like 1, which is like could be a true combo, which is basically Knives. I mean, there's also a tech like, you know what I'm saying, you could time shift and then up tilt right away, so I guess he has 2. Obviously, along with his true one-shot time stop combo, you could do twice in mode. But yeah, Prime Dio also had obviously that time stop combo that you could do twice in mode and one shot. And also remember that character bans didn't even exist at that point yet, so there was just Dio after Dio after Dio. Release Dio was easily the most broken character in the history of ABA, but since most of those things got nerfed, he's nowhere near as good as he was then, which is a very, very good thing. Alright, so coming in at number 9, we have the protagonist of part 4 JoJo, Josuke Higashigata. Josuke honestly is probably one of my least favorite characters to play on this list, but I know he has a couple advanced techs and can even one-shot combo in base if you know how to use him right. Also in mode, obviously his barrage one-shots if you use Insulted My Hair before you use it, and can easily take a free stock if he does that after using Koichi. I don't really have much to say about Josuke. He's good, but he's not too hard to counter, so we're putting him at number 9. This is probably one you guys might disagree with though. Alright, number 8, we have the main antagonist of part 5, who is still in an infinite death loop to this day, Doppio / Diavolo. Doppio is another character who's really busted on release, but got toned down a little bit since then. He's still really good though, and still pretty much has a one-shot combo in base and mode, 25 damage guard break with smack in base, erasure B in base, and the other erasure in mode are both guard breaks. Impale still does like 50 damage, and they made it so Bosu gives a little bit of mode halfway through it and a bit more at the end of it, so it's actually usable now compared to when they made it so that you could only get mode if you finished the whole thing, which was tough for a little while. That's what I made a video about that, you know what I'm saying. I'll show it up on screen right here. But yeah, Doppio is really solid and can actually be elite in the right hands, no cap. Alright, number 7, we have the main antagonist of part 4, and honestly one of my favorite JoJo villains of all time, Yoshikage Kira. A good Kira can honestly be really annoying at once, mainly because of Coin Bomb. It's basically unmissable if you know how to aim it, and it down slams, so it starts a combo which you can extend with your barrage with no knockback. He also has Sheer Heart Attack, which could be used in combos, and Bomb, which is a pretty decent move, similar to Tosho's Ice Trap, but like invisible. But what really makes this character elite is his mode. He obviously has the Block Breakers, Grab, and the Air Bubble, along with another Barrage, but the main thing that makes him broken is Bites the Dust, which is the easiest stock you will ever take away from somebody in ABA, besides like, I don't know, like an obvious one shot like Jin's or something like that. Literally all you need to do is to be taking damage, then activate Bites the Dust and just run around. Like that's literally it. Like somebody hits you, you hit Bites the Dust and just run. Like that's all you have to do. They just explode and then you win the game. For some reason you can sprint in it, TP dash during it, like during Bites the Dust. It's just it's not balanced. Alright, coming in at number 6, we have the young version of Joseph, main character of part 2 JoJo. Now for all y'all young Joseph lovers, I want to apologize because I actually had him at around number 8 or 9 when I was first making this list. But after getting gameplay for him, the background footage, yeah, I realized just how good he is. He honestly might be 5'4". He's around 6'5" or 4. But I just put him at 6. His main combo is 4-on-1s into Clacker Volley, 4-on-1s into Tommy Gun, then 3-on-1s up tilt into Boomerang, then down slam, and then they'll pretty much get hit by the Boomerang again when it comes back, and they'll be dead by then, but if not, you can hit him with a Bottle Cap. Also, Bottle Cap does heal you, so you know what I'm saying, a little perk for the end of the combo, get some health back. So yeah, he's definitely really nice. His combo definitely takes skill, but if you pull it off, it's very, very satisfying, and an easy one-shot combo once you're used to it. In his mode, he has a counter which can be used while you're getting hit, similar to Afro Samurai's counter cut in mode, a beam which melts HP, but it has a really small hitbox. It's kind of like Piccolo's beam. He also has a guard-breaking Clacker Volley and a string trick, which does insane damage if you hit the person with it when it comes back. Young Joseph can low-key take 2 or 3 stocks in mode. He's one of the most fun characters to play on this list, but I don't know if he's more fun than this number 5 spot. Alright, we're getting to this top 5, and at number 5, we have one of the best characters from part 3 of JoJo, the GOAT, Old Joseph himself. Old Joseph was my first ever ABA main, so it's kind of tough that I can't put him any higher than this on the list, but I definitely can't put him any lower. You can complain in the comments if you want, but if you've seen any of the like 2 or 3 videos I've done on Old Joseph, or if you played him a lot yourself, you should already know how good he is and why he's at number 5. You can have so many different playstyles with Old Joseph and still win with any one of them if you actually know how to use them. He could damn near one combo in mode in so many ways. He could also kind of do it in base low-key. He could do a base to mode combo with Jeepa, you know what I'm saying, or grapple to overdrive, honestly. Yeah, Old Joseph definitely tough and definitely good for climbing rank. Okay, number 4 spot, and we have Jolyne. She's the MC of the newest animated part of JoJo, part 6, and it really shouldn't be a surprise that she made it this high. We all know how good Jolyne is, even though damn near everyone said she was trash for the first couple hours of her release. 3 true combo extenders in base along with an iframe combo ender move, a barrage in mode that does like 70 damage along with an evasive combo extending block break and I forgot what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about in mode. Another string grab which also does damage, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, she's really nasty. She has a 1 combo in base and a 1 combo in mode, and there's really nothing else to say about Jolyne. At number 3 on the list we have Jotaro Kujo, the main character of part 3, the classic ABA character, you know what I'm saying, the staple of sweats in ABA. Jotaro has a history of being one of the most competitive characters in the history of ABA. Multiple people have gotten top rank and a statue through maining Jotaro. A lot of good players still main him to this day, even though he got added really early into ABA's history. So first off, Aura in base is a really reliable move, similar to Giorno's Life Punch in base, except it block breaks. He also has stand defense, which is an evasive, which can be really, really annoying. So you can have Jotaro in a combo. He pops stand defense and it just instantly combos you while you're trying to combo him. So yeah, it's tough. Also, obviously, he has a barrage, which does knockback. He also has a star finger, which you can attack cancel with a down slam or a knockback or just anything. And then his mode, we all know about his mode. It's a better version of his base with a time stop. So free 2 stocks at least. And if you don't at least get 2 free stocks with Jotaro's mode, either the other person got mode during that time or you're just doing something wrong. Because it's just that simple. Jotaro is elite. Let's get into this number 2 spot. Alright, so coming in at number 2, we have Giorno Giovanna, and this should not be any surprise, but if it is, let me explain why he's here. Giorno's a very close range character, but he also has solid defense to where somebody can't really just run around and spam projectiles at you. If you're good with Giorno, you can pretty much make somebody play your game, or else they're not going to be able to do anything. He also has an infinite range counter, which is kind of why I said he has good defense. So no matter where you are, if you hit him with something, he will counter it with frog. It doesn't last that long, but it's really easy to use, so the person will take damage and get knocked back. The rest of his base kit is really good as well, with a tree that has a retarded hitbox and also block breaks, and of course life punch, which has the same effect as like Shinji's disorienting move in mode, and also can grab the person with the flowers. It spawns in, and it's a combo extender. Obviously, of course, he has the barrage as well. But the thing that makes Giorno so brain dead in AVA is his mode. First off, Scorpion Laser. Auto tracks does like what, 30, 40 damage, maybe a little bit less. It block breaks, and even if it does block break you, it basically does the same damage as if it didn't block break you, and they also get a free and one combo with. And he has monologue, which could be used while you're getting comboed, and pretty much gives him like 5 or so seconds of iframes and heals him like crazy. He also has Return to Zero, which can also be used in the middle of a combo, heals them to max HP and brings you back to base mode. And it's crazy because you can use Return to Zero in the middle of a 7-page barrage, which is basically an auto track, guard breaking, long ass, extremely long cutscene barrage, which does like 80% of your health around there. So you do Scorpion Laser, pop the 7-page, and you basically kill the person after you take another stock with just straight Scorpion Lasers. It's very toxic. Giorno is very toxic. Once you see them pop mode, just off there for it. It'll be much quicker. And finally, at our number 1 spot, you already know how this goes. Can I get a drum roll? The greatest JoJo character in all of ABA we have, God the Usopp. Yes sir, man. Subscribe to my mommy, you know what I'm saying? Begin. Subscribe to IRM. I'm a subscribe to... Why did it be cut off?